Hello, everyone. Let's move on to task 2 in chili pepper production techniques, tray-based seedling for chili peppers. Chili pepper seedling techniques mainly include conventional methods and tray-based substrate methods. The latter has become mainstream due to advancements in protected vegetable cultivation technology. This method improves production efficiency, ensures seedling quality and timely planting, saves over 50% of seed usage, and increases the survival rate after transplanting. Let's now explore the tray-based substrate seedling technique. We will study this technique, focusing on chili peppers, from 4 aspects: seed standards, seed treatment, sowing, and seedling management, with an emphasis on seed treatment. Learning objectives for this lesson. Knowledge objectives: 1. Understand the standards for chili pepper seeds. 2. Master the key points of chili pepper seed treatment. 3. Master the key points of chili pepper seed germination. 4. Master the key points of chili pepper seedling management. Skill objectives: 1. Correctly process chili pepper seeds. 2. Cultivate healthy chili pepper seedlings. Caliber objectives: 1. Cultivate independent and responsible qualities. 2. Foster an awareness of division of labor and teamwork. 1. Chili pepper seed standards. In seedling cultivation, seeds are key, so we first need to understand what makes a seed standard. The first step in seed treatment is seed selection, which should follow the national standard GB 16715.3 2010 for solanaceous crops. This standard is a mandatory guideline for the seed industry. We must first learn how to check the seed quality reference chart. For chili pepper hybrid seeds used in large-scale farming, i.e., the seeds we use for production, the purity should not be lower than 95%, the cleanliness should not be lower than 98%, the germination rate should not be lower than 85%, and the moisture content should not exceed 7%. When you receive the seeds, check the quality information on the back of the package to ensure they meet the national standard before proceeding with seed treatment. Next, let's learn about the seed treatment process. Seed treatment consists of 3 steps. 1. Drying. 2. Soaking. And 3. Disinfection. Step 1. Drying the seeds. The drying time depends on the local temperature. At high temperatures, above 30 degrees Celsius, dry the seeds for about 4 hours. The seeds should be placed on cardboards or trays during drying to avoid contact with the concrete floor, which could damage the seeds. Step 2. Soaking the seeds. Soak the seeds in warm water, 50 to 55 degrees Celsius, for 20 minutes. Then soak them in room temperature water for 2.5 to 3 hours. This step effectively prevents diseases such as powdery mildew, downy mildew, and gray mold. Step 3. Disinfection. Use 1 gram of copper sulfate mixed with 200 to 400 grams of water, or dilute 1 gram of copper sulfate in a small bottle of mineral water. Place the seeds that have been soaked in warm water into this solution and disinfect for 10 minutes, then rinse them with clean water. This step helps prevent chili pepper virus diseases. Chili pepper seeds usually do not need to be germinated. However, if the local temperature for seedling is low, or if germination is poor during winter, you can soak the seeds in room temperature water for 24 to 48 hours to speed up germination and ensure uniform seedling emergence. In mechanized sowing, seeds are not pre-germinated. Do you remember the steps for seed treatment? You only need to keep in mind 3 steps: drying, soaking, and disinfection. The process is simple, but in production, we must be practical and meticulous. Every step must be done in strict accordance with the requirements, with no room for errors. If any step is not properly executed, it could lead to significant losses for farmers. So, you must remember the key points of chili pepper seed treatment, practice lore, and become proficient in it. This way, when we serve farmers in the future, we can truly contribute to their success. Now, let's proceed with your practice according to my instructions. Thirdly, sowing. Before sowing, we need to prepare properly and choose the right seed starting trays. It is best to use standardized seed starting trays. The tray materials are mainly polystyrene or polyurethane foam molding and black PVC vacuum forming. The specifications for the trays are length 54.4 centimeters, width 27.9 centimeters, height 3.5 to 5.5 centimeters. Common hole numbers include 50 holes, 72 holes, 98 holes, 128 holes, 200 holes, and 288 holes. For chili peppers, a 72-hole tray with a depth of 3.5 centimeters is typically used. Substrate. For individual farmers who grow their own seedlings and require a slow quality, they can directly purchase pre-made substrates. These commercial substrates provide a complete range of nutrients, so generally, no additional fertilization is required during seedling growth. For industrial-scale seedling production, where there is a large demand for substrates, to save costs, farmers often mix their own substrates. Common mixed substrate formulas include 1. Peat moss to perlite, vermiculite to fermented straw, edible fungus waste equals 1 to 1 to 1 or 1 to 2 to 1. 2. Peat moss to vermiculite to perlite equals 6 to 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. 3. Peat moss to charcoal rice husks to vermiculite equals 6 to 3 to 1. 4. Peat moss to vermiculite to furnace slag equals 3 to 3 to 4. After selecting the substrate materials, mix them according to the required ratios. During the mixing process, add 1 kilogram of NPK fertilizer per cubic meter of the mixed substrate, or 0.5 kilograms each of diammonium phosphate, ammonium nitrate, and potassium sulfate. This will effectively prevent nutrient depletion in chili peppers during the seedling stage. Filling the trays with substrate. The best method for filling the trays is to use moist, well-mixed substrate. This approach ensures that the seedlings emerge uniformly, reducing the risk of helmet head. Here's how to do it. First, place the substrate in an open container, add water, and stir until it is moist. It should be moist enough that when you grab a handful of the substrate and lightly squeeze it, no water drips out. Then, fill the trays with the moist substrate and level it out. Sowing. Before sowing, use your finger or a hole maker to create sowing pits. Place 1 seed in each hole at a depth of 1 to 1.5 times the length of the seed, approximately 1 centimeter. After sowing, cover the hole with dry substrate and gently press it down with your palm to level the surface. For winter and spring planting, it takes about 5 to 6 days for the seedlings to emerge, while for summer and autumn planting, it takes about 2 to 3 days. Fourthly, seedling management. Temperature. The temperature management for each stage of the chili pepper seed bed is shown in the table. During different growth periods, both daytime and nighttime temperatures need to be monitored. In cold seasons, the key limiting factors for tray-based substrate seedling are low temperatures and weak light. Therefore, a small arch shelter should be placed over the trays for secondary coverage. In hot seasons, there is a high evaporation rate, and the sunlight is strong. Therefore, seedling management should follow the principle of frequent white watering, ensuring that the top layer of substrate remains moist. Humidity. Water content should be strictly controlled in chili pepper seed beds. Before sowing, water thoroughly. Generally, do not water before the seedlings emerge to avoid leggy seedlings or root rot caused by low temperatures. From the emergence of seedlings to the unfolding of true leaves, water should be adjusted based on the soil moisture status of the seedbed. Watering should be done on sunny mornings with water around 30 degrees Celsius. Light. For winter and spring planting, the chili pepper seed beds are often in low temperature and weak light environments. Poor management may lead to weak seedlings that grow too tall, so measures should be taken to increase the light transmission rate of the seed bed as much as possible. Pest and disease control. During the seedling stage, chili peppers are susceptible to diseases such as damping off, seedling blight, viral diseases, and physiological diseases like cold damage and root rot. Moisture levels should be lowered, and chemical agents should be used for pest and disease control on sunny mornings. Common pests include aphids and whiteflies, which also require timely chemical control. Specific pest and disease control methods will be covered in later lessons. Healthy seedling standards. Healthy seedlings should be upright and robust, about 15 to 20 centimeters tall, with green and glossy leaves. The stem should be 0.4 to 0.5 centimeters thick, with short internodes. The first flower line should be visible, and the root system should be well developed and free from pests and diseases. Let's wrap up our discussion on chili pepper seedling techniques with a couple of reflection questions for you. 1. What are the key points for chili pepper seed treatment? 2. What potential issues might arise during the seedling stage, and what preventive measures can be taken?